Okay, so the problem is, and I need you to pull this news story up.
Okay.
The problem is, according, and correct me if I'm wrong, the problem is not that we have too much crime. The problem is we're sending too many criminals to jail. Because we in Louisiana, we just can't afford to send people to jail anymore. It's costing too much. And because it's, do you think the race factor has something to do with this? Do you think?
Sure. Of course it does. Absolutely.
But if it's black people being convicted of crimes.
Well, a lot of cases, they're not even convicted yet. They're just sent to jail awaiting trial.
So this guy, Morris Edwards III, should he be released without bond awaiting trial? The Hamburglar, the alleged Hamburglar.
There will be people that say, yes, he should. I don't think so, but there will be people saying
and
that
the governor of Louisiana is one of those.
He might let Morris out.
Should we do away with the bond system, with the bail system?
No, because you need it for, like, violent crimes.
What constitutes a violent crime? How do you think John Solomons, how do you think Boz, Robert Balcom at Maryland's feels?
I know.
Well, it's not a violent crime, Boz. He stole a couple $100 of your dollars and tore your place up. Hey, lady down there on the corner at Blue Southern Comfort, it's not a violent crime. We're letting him out without bail just to wander around on his own. Read the John Bel story. I'm intrigued by this.
One of the governor's top priorities this session is to rework the criminal justice laws. Louisiana has the highest incarceration rate in the country. The Department of Corrections budgets more than $500 million a year, and the state spends about $150 million a year on housing prisoners in parish jails.
So obviously we have too many people going to prison, and so we have to lessen the penalties.
Yep. I mean, Edwards says this is the part that's going to make you crazy. You ready?
It's already making me a little twitchy.
Here's the best part.
Go ahead.
Edwards says that the people of Louisiana are no more sinister or evil than anyone else, so why not help instead of locking them up?
You also had the line in the story, unless I'm wrong, or you had a soundbite where they're talking about between arrest and trial.
Yep.
Between arrest and trial. Why keep them in jail? Just let them go.
This is Loyola law professor Bill Quigley, who says the first step is to admit there's a problem, and he says one way to solve the issue would be to let people out of jail while they're awaiting trial.
There are, at any given time, hundreds and hundreds of people in jail in Louisiana who are presumed innocent and are waiting in jail, and they're in jail for nonviolent crimes.
I ask you once again, the alleged Hamburglar, should he just be allowed to go?
Nope.
But that's a nonviolent crime.
I know. That's what he's saying.
I mean, let me, I'm trying to think of an analogy. Okay, so you've got a kid, and you've got like a high school aged kid, and he or she refuses to do homework. Just doesn't do it. Not doing my homework, Mom. Not doing my homework, Dad. Not doing my homework, Sister Mary Ho Chi Minh.
Getting F's.
Yep. Is the answer to that problem eliminating homework?
No.
Parky, what was the one that made you crazy last year? The story. Oh, I know. So many kids were late for school that they decided to start school later. Isn't it? Wait.
That was going crazy.
Isn't this the same thing?
Not exactly. I think more what they're talking about is if a guy gets busted for possession of pot, there's no reason to let him sit in jail.
How does one define violent crime? At what point does a crime in the eyes of the law, when there's no violence involved, become violent? Is this a violent crime? Is the Hamburglar guy, whoever he happens to be, is that a violent crime? If I break into your car and steal the single possession that you're most emotionally tied to, when they arrest, well, you know what? He's assumed innocent, and you're right. But does that mean he should just get to go free awaiting trial?
No.
Then why arrest him in the first place? Why just not give him a summons? And I'm being totally serious.
Summons to appear. Here's your trial date.
Yeah, we think you're the Hamburglar. We're going to write you a ticket. Show up on this date.
Show up in May of 2018.
Because that's literally what they're saying. If you're going to arrest someone for a crime, and then the theory is, the idea is, let him go. And we have so many people in jail. Why not just, if someone is arrested for breaking into 24 different places, Why take them to jail in the first place? Go to their house, give them a ticket. It could be just like a speeding ticket, just like a parking ticket, because they're saying we should treat this no differently.